Hey folks, Apex Shaver here. I'm the guy who Doug DeMuro says has lots of quirks and features. I've got that video. It's around here somewhere. But either way, if you follow my content, you'll soon find out what he's talking about. Definitely have a lot of quirks. Hopefully some positive features that you'll enjoy. I'm a 60-plus-year-old sim racing enthusiast. Been doing it for a while. But if you're looking for a total alien type channel, you're probably in the wrong place. You might want to go check out, I don't know, Jardier, Dave Cam, Emery, somebody like that. But if you're just looking for entertaining sim racing content, this could be the place for you. And I'm not going to be coaching you or coaching you into pushing certain buttons, doing certain things. Hey, it's your own free will. You'll do what you're going to do or not. So now let's get on with the next video. Okay, folks, thought I'd come back and give you a little update video here. I had a series of unfortunate events occur since my last video of a build. It's been about a month ago, and at that time I told you guys I'd be doing some other videos like my first win and stuff like that, and I haven't got to those, and I'll explain why right now. So after I got the rig built and it was just running for a few days, my CSL DD, which I bought to be reliable over a belt driven wheel thinking that the direct drive would be more reliable, it failed. My friend, who I was already racing with in Assetto, I was trying to get him into iRacing. His failed before that, and mine failed in almost the same way. Didn't recognize it. It was doing all kinds of weird stuff. So consequently, as soon as I got my nice little rig built, which if you haven't seen that, please go back and look at the Old Guy Build Sim Rig. It'll be a link in the description for that. And also the links for the succeeding videos will be in the links of those videos. So, or in the description of those videos. So anyway, you'll be able to watch all four of them from scratch, rig build, budget type sim rig build from scratch with hyperlapse and narrated. So it's really cool. But anyway, if you didn't get to see those. But right after that, that happens. So now I've built this entire rig around this base, and the base has failed. So I get in contact with Fanatec and Fanatec, whatever you want to call them, and you know, it's a problem because I have to, and eventually I had to send it back and stuff. That's another story altogether. So I'm pretty upset over that. That's not the word I wanted to use. I'm pretty upset. And so I happen to get on Craigslist and just think maybe I can find some kind of a, you know, base I can use, because it's going to be probably, I'm figuring, at least 2 months before I can get this thing figured out with Fanatec going through all those steps. And so I go ahead and I look, and I cannot believe this, almost like the seats I told you about in the first video. I find a brand new CSLD. It's not brand new, but the guy got it like, and I have the receipt where he bought it. It was a month before, and he ended up getting that and realizing he couldn't use it on his PlayStation. He didn't know at the time, and so then he went ahead and ordered a DD Pro, which is the version you could use on the PlayStation. And so he was selling that one. He was selling it for the same price as he bought it for, other than I think it was like 20 bucks more or something. And I got the receipt of it. And so I run the Portland area, which is a 3-hour drive from where I live, and I buy it. And so I come back and, man, now I'm cool. I got this nice new DD, which it was upsetting because I had to buy another one, but at the same time, in the long run, I was intending on buying one for my son's rig, which I talked about in the other video, which he has the Thrustmaster TX right now. And I was going to get one eventually, so I figured, well, you know, I'll suck it up now, have it now, and then I'll have the two. Whenever they fix the other one, you know, we'll have both. That's the plan. So I get it hooked up, it's working, I'm pretty excited and everything. And, well, actually before that, before that even happened, this is just ridiculous, but before that happened, I had a laptop, gaming laptop that I was using with my rig, okay, whenever I first purchased it. And when I got the monitor that you see if you watch the other videos, all of a sudden it wouldn't run right. It wouldn't handle that monitor. It was running the other stuff. I was running like iRacing at 150 to 120 frames, which is fine. And when I got that monitor, I couldn't get it to run more than 20 frames. It was ridiculous. It was like 1990s again. So anyway, long story long, I ended up talking him into exchanging that, and I got exchanged for a real desktop actual beast that I got that had the RTX 3080 card in it. It was i7 11th generation, and so was Beast. And I went ahead and paid a little extra for that and got that, and then I had that computer. Then the thing with the base happened, right? So I'm running the base and everything, and I got the new computer, everything is cool. I'm gonna start making videos and doing this and that. And then I get this light blue screen, and it says there's a fault or whatever's going on, and I couldn't get it to clear. I restarted all the stuff, couldn't get it to clear. Followed the instructions on the thing, couldn't get it to clear. Take it to the Geek Squad, and they tell me, oh, that's the blue screen of death. Okay, the only thing I've ever heard is the red ring of death on Xbox. I know it's not good. So basically they go through stuff trying to fix it. I'm like, look, I don't want to, if you're not sure about this thing, I want it to be, I'm not going to take it home in another month and a half worry this thing's going to fail again. So they looked around, they didn't have another exact type of computer. And so they searched all around, and they finally found one in the Portland area again. And I needed it because I had family coming over for my son's graduation, and I was going to show them my rig and everything. And so I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. All these things are holding me up. And so anyway, they said, well, they can't ship it before this date after that. And I said, look, I'll drive down there and get it. So my understanding is the exact same computer, and I was going to go get it. It's worth it. I'll take the trip, you know what I mean, go get it. So I run to Portland again now, right, to get this other computer. When I get there, it's a different computer. It's an Asus, you know, which is a good brand and everything, and but it wasn't the same. It had the same numbers. It actually had more hard drive in it, more space. And so it still had the 3080 card and still had the i7 processor. So I pick it up, I get it home. I went and put an SSD in it, which it sucked because I had to remove the card to get it in. The other computer, I could just put it right in. But I went in and put the SSD in so that I'd have that done before I even hooked it up. So I get it up and running. And this thing, you know, it's still a beast, but it's not nothing like the other computer. It didn't perform as well. It wasn't getting the same frames I was getting. Like on the other computer, I was getting 330. Well, actually, you know, it's really, my monitor is 240 hertz, so probably wasn't more than, but it's full 240 constantly. And this one wasn't doing that. And it just didn't perform as well, didn't look as well. There was many little features. Plus, the main thing, it didn't even have a USB-C Type 3, USB 3, which is the blue one, which is the more high-speed one. And I couldn't run my VR. So here I got a brand new, I can't even run my VR. So then I got to call them and tell them, hey, this thing is not going to work. And I know I'm making this a long story, but there's so much that happened. Anyway, so they said, oh, well, we didn't know it was going to be the same one, whatever. And I said, dude, I need the same computer I had, you know, even though there was a malfunction, hopefully I got a fluke. And so then they're like, okay, and they worked it all out. And this is just here last week. So finally, they went ahead and said they found one, but it's got to be shipped and everything, but you have to bring the other one in first. So I took the other one down, and now I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. So, and in the meantime, during all that, and I'm just sick about this because I had one of the greatest first wins ever. It was just an amazing race. It was entertaining. I was going to use that as my first video. Somehow in the transfer of that, I screwed up and it got lost. I thought it was on the cloud. I can't find it anywhere now. They already wiped that computer that had it on there. I was just so upset about everything. I forgot to tend to all my things I had saved properly, thinking that they were on the cloud automatically, but they weren't. These particular ones were not. So I lost that video, my win at the Nordschleife Life, where I had 0x and 4 laps, lost all that stuff. So that's why I'm making this video. Just to update you guys, I still plan on doing this stuff and making some cool videos, but it's a delay. So anyway, that's where we are. And it's just a quick update on stuff. Really like you to check out my build videos, especially if you're interested in building your own rig. You might get some ideas from it. I spent $250 or so on parts for this whole rig. Now I did put some extreme things on it, as you'll see, but you don't have to do that. You could put more minor accessories on it and save a lot of money compared to buying a rig and have just as much. I mean, the structural rigidity on this rig I have now is insane. It just does not move. Doesn't creak, nothing. So anyway, I appreciate you watching, and hopefully I'll get some other stuff in soon. I should have my computer back in 3 or 4 days, hopefully, and it'll work right, and hopefully everything's working right at this time, and we'll be able to go ahead and get some videos done. So thanks for watching Apex Shaver, aka Phil Grooms, or the other way around. If you look me up on iRacing, my name is Phil Grooms, and hope to see you on the track sometime. Take care.